though she will bite you. And bite, I mean bite. So sometimes I genuinely feel frightened of her.
So in today's video, we're working with a Bulgarian rescue dog. This dog came all the way from Bulgaria to here in the UK to be rehomed by an incredible family that have done an amazing thing in being able to offer this dog a new life.
We got her as a Bulgarian rescue when she was 5 months old.
And how long ago was that?
She's nearly 10 months old now. The first 6 weeks of her life, a bit horrendous for her. So 3-day journey to come over, which is really bad for them.
Yeah, okay.
For that, they were just dumped and she lived outside at a rescue centre there. Don't think she was with mum, they were just pups and they just landed there. So I don't know how old she was at the time because the rescue don't know a lot about her.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a hairy start for her. Got no idea what breed she is, so I don't know if you know, we don't know, she's just a dog.
Yeah.
Done your boot camp.
Brilliant.
Probably didn't do it as well as we could have done. Because at the time there was 5 of us living at home and I think it's a lack of consistency.
Yeah.
So sort of like the daughters with the best will in the world were doing it their way, I was doing it my way, Paul was doing it his way. I don't think we had enough consistency about it. She's really, really good until there's the slightest distraction and you've lost it. Yeah. So like we live on a country park, that's great. It's not great because there's dogs coming on all of the time. Off lead, always off lead. She's been attacked several times off lead. I think sometimes what I perceive of her aggressive behaviour, because it feels aggressive, isn't, and I think maybe she's just frightened, but she's very, very reactive to other dogs, pulls on the lead so much. She doesn't listen. I feel the minute I'm out the door, she's not listening to me anymore. And I'm doing my best to be calm. I'm aware of the fact that I stop, I take a breath and be calm, but it's hard. She's very overpowering, but in a friendly way. And she won't listen to me. So as soon as somebody comes through the door, she's jumping up, she nips. So we have a lot of nipping, though she will bite you. And bite, I mean bite. So sometimes I genuinely feel frightened of her, but when she turns, she really can go, and she does make me feel frightened of her.
So much happens in that first 8 weeks where mum teaches them, and if they haven't got that, it can be very, very deep-rooted. Things that are that psychologically deep-rooted, like humans, isn't rarely a quick instant fix. What I am noticing, very lack of engagement, doing her own things. So that's something that we're definitely going to help you kind of tune up with. I'm
going to be honest here, this is the first time we've used a slip lead for a while. We've moved her onto a harness because she pulls so much. I'm trying to correct her. I'm not correcting her. She's choking, which sounds awful, and then she can get quite nasty, which I don't blame her for that.
100% I'm going to be able to do some tune-up work. Most dogs that are kind of more fearful, anxious, lacking guidance and direction, all of those things will drop in very nicely. Dominance word is thrown around. It's very, very rare. A telltale sign of that is often redirection. Sorry to be crude, but in a dog that's desperate for guidance and direction and isn't dominant, but they're just scatty out, and you correct them, bring that engagement back, they go, oh, thank you. Oh, I just wanted somebody to tell me what to do. That more dominant mindset, and the only way I can describe it is that I'm doing what I want, you're trying to tell them, and it's f you.
And very much I had this with her yesterday. I really thought it was just, you know, ask to you, I'm not listening to you, I'm not doing anything you're saying.
They're then prepared to redirect with aggression and serious biting. That now takes us up to a situation where it is serious. So I'd like to do a couple of tests first. She'd have grumbled, growled if we had a problem there. I don't think we do, which is excellent. So my quick diagnosis is the aggression probably stems from fear, and I think the fear stems from a lack of guidance and direction, which is great because that's something we can work on quite quickly. Again, I don't like what you're doing. Look at me and I'll tell you what it is that I want you to do. When you do that, you then use your obedience. And in this situation, it would be lovely because this is where I say, sit, stay, yes, good. In this situation, lead's nice and loose. Don't mind you looking. If you remain calm, I might pay this. And then with what happens over time is that bad behavior of going mental comes down, and she goes, oh, you don't want me to do that. And if we only ever correct, that just comes down. And then we're left with a confused dog. But if we're redirecting and letting her know, but this is what I do want you to do, that good behaviour starts to go up at the same time. And then eventually the correction we need comes down and down and down and hopefully disappears. The desirable behaviour that we want to see is offered more and more and more, and as long as we're rewarding and reinforcing it, rather than us just squashing her and making her just a mushy mess of, oh, I don't know, we're doing this. And then confidence starts to come, and then it's fun, and you have that ability just to say, hey, but if you don't, stop, remember, look up to me, this is what I want from you. So I always like to use the minimum amount of correction required to achieve the desired outcome, which is why most of the time I start with a slip lead, because I find that a lot of cases can be solved with simple understanding of basic lead pressure from a tool like a slip lead. However, there are some times where either the dog requires higher levels of tool or the owner doesn't quite have a similar skill set in being able to use a slip lead. And a tool like a prong collar can bridge that gap of experience beautifully. It's able to allow you to catch up to my years of experience simply by choosing the right tool for the job. So we made the decision to move from a slip lead up to a prong collar because I was so confident that that tool, that simple switch of tool, was going to absolutely change this dog and this owner's life. Good. Good. Let's go. Better. Is that kind of thing you were hoping for?
Yeah.
Let's go. Good, really good. So when you hold it about there, good. This stuff in the other hand.
Okay.
Now, if you just stay where you are, shoulders up, looking ahead, we're going to dial this in. Whichever direction she goes in, your correction or communication is to bring her back where you want.
Okay.
Now head up and look at me. Is this a better walking experience?
Yeah.
Now what I want you to do is turn around and go back on that line. But when you decide to turn,
yeah,
do not wait for her. Just turn and go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good girl.
Really nice. She's going to have to go through this. Good. Really, yeah, there you go. That, what just happened there, will have widespread ramifications for everything you do with this dog from now on. When I talk about that it's become a learnt behaviour, you've asked her to do something and she's done that. Again, we were concerned, is it cue, I'll have you, or is it toddler, wah? She did that then.
Yeah.
Had a toddler tantrum, and with the pressure in a language she understands, you just went, stop. And she went, oh, okay. That will have knock-on effects everywhere, not just on the walk, but when she's jumping up, when she's resource guarding. Your relationship in a split second just flipped on its head. And that's why this is so powerful. When I say that the best way to achieve this is with this drill, you don't need to cry, it's fine, it's positive. Enjoy the moment. And we're going to practice that again, okay? Have you seen how her demeanour's changed? How she's calmer now? Because she's, when I said about the guidance and direction, she's never in her life had you just say, I'm in charge. In that split second, you just did that and she went, oh, thank you so much. It's all I've ever wanted. And now look at the dog you've got.
I know, this is amazing.
So your assertiveness was great, but I want now you to start giving her an opportunity first. But just, Augusta, let's go.
Okay.
And then if she doesn't, then it's not a yank again, it's just that pop, pop, remember, here, and then back into this position.
Augusta, let's go.
Perfect. So that time you didn't need to use the correction because she's starting to be in tune with you. So when you do your turn, same principle.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Good girl.
Are you a master dog handler?
Good girl.
If you know she knows sit, which she does, and she's choosing to ignore you, that's because she's choosing to ignore you.
Okay.
If she had never heard the word sit, it wouldn't be fair for me to correct her. So you wouldn't apply the pressure, then say sit. You give her the chance first. So I'd say sit. If she does it, yes, good girl. And we reward. If she doesn't, you can apply just a bit of pressure. So I would do it like this. So I go a little pressure up and with my hand on her bum, just a bit of pressure down. Guide her into the position gently, and then as soon as she goes there, it goes off. The pressure turns off.
Okay, okay. Augusta, let's go. Let's go. Good
really
girl.
Nice, good. So then for right now,
sit.
Pressure goes up, hand on the bum, off, instantly off. Wait, so you said you've never got her to sit before out on a walk?
No.
And there you go, you've just done it. Again, you now have the tool that allows you to do what I could do without it. You can now achieve the same thing. Literally, she's going, I have never been happier. I didn't want to steer this lorry. And she's been bouncing off the walls and crashing into every other car. In that split second when I said, you have no idea what just happened, you pushed her out the driving seat. You've gone, I'm driving now, don't you worry. And she's gone,
good girl.
That's all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted was for you to drive.
Such a change, such an enormous change. It's amazing.
Happy days. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, and maybe you're new to the world of prong collars, and seeing such a remarkable, life-changing and positive transformation allows you to understand what these tools really are. They're not designed to be cruel. They're not designed to harm our dogs. They're simply designed to be able to communicate to them effectively in a way that they understand, that allows them to be happier, more content, under control, remove stress, remove frustration, remove anxiety, and for them to bring joy to our lives and us to be able to bring joy to their lives. So if you did enjoy this video, like it, subscribe if you are new, come and check us out on Instagram if you want. There'll be links in the description box below. But I can't wait to see you on the next episode here at Fenrir Canine Training.